Hello again. Welcome back to FU Money. Today we're going to be covering a feature that is often overlooked, but really quite valuable. It doesn't pop out right away. We're going to be looking at the financials for companies and how to find them in TradingView for any ticker that you want. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are on the Tesla ticker. We are on the 1 day and we will be looking at company financials. Now, they are not over here on the left. They're not at the top and they're not at the bottom here. They are over on the right over here. It's this button in the very top right that you're looking for. It looks like a sheet of paper with, a bunch of grid lines on it. Going to click that once, it'll turn blue and this will pop out. Now we will cover watch lists again soon, but if you can't wait, I have a video on watch lists and it covers how to build watch lists. It'll give you the tickers for the banks and all that other stuff. That's not what we're here for today. We are coming down a little bit to this area right here. This will give you some more information on the company. So we've got Tesla Inc. It runs on the NASDAQ. They're in the consumer durables and motor vehicles industry. This was their closing price. That's how much they changed in the last day. We are currently in pre-market. I'm recording this before the sun came up. And there will be a scroll bar here that you can use on the right. You can, click and drag or use the wheel, whatever you prefer. But what you're going to want to do is after you click that button and bring this menu out, scroll down a little bit and you can get a quick glance at what their earnings were like, with the actual earnings report, right? The colored ones versus the estimate, which are the gray ones. And you can see there's already an estimate out for the next one, but it's not out. The actual isn't out yet because they haven't released the earnings for Q3 of 2021. What you're going to want to do is come down to more financials. That's our next section here that we're going to be looking at. Now, you can get a quick assessment via revenue, net income, and profit margin here. You can view annual and quarterly. You can go income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. But again, that's still a bit of a small screen. If you click more financials down here, it will bring up this one and you can really dig into it. You've got earnings here, right? We covered that. You get the income statement. We covered that. Balance sheet. We didn't look at that, but we mentioned it. You can view that on the drop down, the collapsible menu there, and the cash flow. And each one of these is color coded. They have their own, like here's the investing, here's the finance history, here's, the operating numbers, and total assets, liabilities, debt. Anyway, you get what this thing does, what this page does. You can come up to quarterly and switch it from annual. So if you want to see how they're doing this year versus, how they've done each year as an interval in the past. You can check the income statement, and this is where things get really impressive as far as TradingView is concerned. Is you've got these bars up here, right? This chart, it automatically scales it to value, but if you want to add something else, you just click it, and you just click it, and you just keep clicking, and it all goes up there, and it all gets color coded, and it will tell you when you mouse over it what everything is exactly. So there's really, the sky's the limit on this tool. If you are a fundamental investor, this is your playground. This is 2017 through 2020. It's the latest data that you can pretty much get. It's as good as Yahoo Finance, any of the other ones that you're looking at. Maybe not the Bloomberg terminal, but it's also not $25,000 a year. So, a little give and take there. The balance sheet has a whole bunch of. It goes down. You can go down the list here: inventories, raw materials, finished goods, progress payments, and others, work and other, all of that good stuff. Or you can just do total current assets and add all of that up in one. Total non-current assets, right? Um, it really, you can shape this any way you want. It's like Play-Doh data. Um, Long-term equity debt, just it's wonderful. Um, Furthermore, you can come down if you close that screen and you back out just a little bit, back into this tab here. You can go over here and look at the indicators and performance. Here's how it did in the past week. Here's how it did on the past month. Here's how Tesla did in the past 3 months, 6 months, year to date, 1 year. And there's a technical section down here that will tell you how oscillators and moving averages are doing. And it'll give you, it'll give you a quick assessment. But what you really want is that More Technicals button right there. So you click on More Technicals, and it's got, oscillators. It has its own gauge right here. Moving averages have their own gauge right here. It'll give you the numbers for each one right here. 14 oscillators 14 moving averages are giving buy signals. 0 of them are giving sell signals, and 1 of them isn't quite so sure about it, what to do. Little more bearish in the oscillators right now. And again, this is there's so much data here. Just at a quick glance, it's so powerful. It's not a guarantee, right? But it can be used as a tool to inform your decision and keep your charts clean and uncluttered if you just habitually click this whenever you want more information on something. If you ever think, oh, what is the moving average right now? Well, you've got a simple moving average of 20, you've got exponential moving average of 20, and then you have the same things in 30s, in 50s, in 100, in 200. You've got Ichimoku baselines, volume weighted moving averages, even a whole moving average. It's really strong. It's really useful. I'm almost speechless with how cool this feature is. And on top of all that, you can view it in different time frames. Here's the 4 hour. Here's the 2 hour. It thinks it's a strong buy on the 2 hour. 1 hour, still a buy, 30 minutes. And again, this is not my I'm not giving financial advice here. I'm just reading what's on the screen. 1 day, 1 week, up to 1 month, just on these oscillators. And Tesla's looking real good apparently right now, according to this screen. Now, there are a number of other things you would want to check, right? Before you go in and you make a decision to buy or to go long on something. But yeah, it's just it's a really good feature. I believe we'll cover watch lists in the future. Actually, you know what? We'll go a little bit over time here, and I'll show you how to make a new watch list. But if you want to go and put all the banks on a watch list and say the 0.01% on a watch list, that's another video. It's already on my channel. You can go dig it up. It's not in the beginner lessons, but I believe it is in a playlist called TradingView Lessons. Anyway, how to make a watch list. You come up here in the top right, and you click that arrow right there. That one right there. Drop down, and you go to Create New List, and we'll call this YouTube for the sake of example. Then you click the plus to add a new symbol, and we'll add Bitcoin, and we'll add Berkshire Hathaway, and we'll add, I don't know, Autodesk. And it'll tell you up here, it tells you what the latest information is. Now it's crypto, so it runs 24/7, and we are in pre-market, so you might see some numbers here on this other stuff, but I'm pretty sure those are the last day's changes. Now, Berkshire Hathaway is a bit of a pricey stock. I believe it is the most expensive stock in the world right now. So yeah, there's watch list in a nutshell. Bonus features, right? That does it for today on FU Money. Y'all have a good day. Like, share, support, subscribe, what have you, all that jazz. YouTube, algo, all that good stuff. Have a good one.